Ah, good. I was hoping you'd show up. Lyris was right. This camp is crawling with the Ice Reach Coven. And we need to get... There's more to figuring out this magic than just watching from afar. I need to know exactly how they go about creating them. With your help, we can learn every Ice Reach. Plus, they're collecting something here that goes into the process of creating the medallions. If you can get me to the center of the camp, I can learn what... The Grey Host has accelerated their plans. They need more medallions for a reason. A big harrow storm is coming. We need to be ready. Corpses? What do they have to do with the medallions? Let's examine the nearby graveyard. What's so special about the exhumed bodies? There must be something that connects these graves to the medallions. Finished? Have you come to any conclusions? We've both been over the headstones with a fine-toothed comb. If we can determine why the Coven dug up these particular bodies, it will tell us something about how the medallions were enchanted. You have the makings of a fine scholar, my friend. Now, let's see. I noticed there were a mix of different races buried here. They weren't all Nords. Really? What was that? Not true. The inscriptions mention, of course. Compare notes and look for... They did. Tell me more. Of graves all mentioned that the person was old when they died. Let me think. Some necrotic spells require the remains of the elderly. Something to do... The older a living thing becomes, the more necrotic energy it naturally acquires. As a body grows old and withers, the life inside it decays. Necrotic, how they create the medallions to move my research along. I'll return to the Blue Palace and start to fully craft an elixir to defend... You have been...
Down here, I have need. You're there. Don't run off screaming. There is a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. It's rather humiliating. Someone with a corporeal form to help return me to my body. These damnable cultists begged to drag. The dragon cult lair. Stuff! No, dear stranger, precious belongings, and carry me inside so that I might observe your progress. Are you quite ready? Lovely. Then pick me up and... belongings won't find themselves. You alive if you don't strike first. Most pities this new dragon coat. I wonder if they know they're just sad, ugly little imitations. The boggling ogres haven't broken it. In here. Or is that your peck? Isn't this lovely, living underground like rats? The mighty dragon court indeed. You get all the fun. Could you take me out and wave me at the next group of cultists?
Circle around! Scatter!
I shall have to scour the memory of cultist lips from it if I'm ever to drink. My knife! I stuck it in. It's really. Altar should be up top somewhere. Hurry! Hurry! If memory serves,
You cannot stop us!
heart. It would truly have been a shame to keep all of this beauty locked away in a silly doll for eternity. I owe you a... This kind of magic is often more palatable when not dissected. The long and short of it is that it worked, and you've restored me to my true self.
A fascinating application of the technique.
So, do we have a way to defend against the Harrow Storms, or what?
The elixir should do what we need, provided neither Fen nor I...
It will work. You'll see. Oh, good. You're back. Mjolin and I'm hesitant to get too excited, but I think we've figured out how to defend against them. The Grey Host uses an unstable mix of alchemy and sorcery to create the Harrow Storm through the prepared witch pikes. Ingenious, but fully exploitable. We can use the refined brew as the basis of our elixir. Now that we understand how properties, we just need to gather the necessary components. Svana's associate, Mog, will procure most of the supplies I need, but there's the Hall of the Dead and claim it myself. I need you to acquire Arkay's sacred oil. A holy ointment associated with used by the priests in the Hall of the Dead to provide protection against necromancy and the undead. We need that oil to create our elixir.
Need my help. I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead. Mog, put away the tankard and get the supplies Fen requires.
Yes, your royal ladiness. Svana's giving orders. Thinks she's a proper princess now, she does. Well, I am an expert at procuring all sorts... After I finish this drink. For medicinal purposes, you understand.
Knowing the orders my father... I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead.
What do you want?
I must finish this. Got somewhere to...
What is it?
Cards, more red.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
Listen to my friend, High Priest. We need your help.
I'm surprised to see the hectic than usual. The sword thing took the oil to Castle Dower. That's where all the supplies for a siege are gathered during periods of strife and wisdom required to see us through this crisis. Solitude's foundation began with the construction of Castle Dower. It's the oldest structure there for safekeeping, but my request was denied. The High King has...
May Arcade drive...
Svana.
Sword Thane, our business is urgent. My friend will explain.
I don't have time for the princess's proclivities right now. Eat quickly.
A single flask?
Pain! Vi has work! I gave strict orders, yet my daughter freely enters the castle grounds. What do they want, Sword Thane?
Sword Thane, how can we help?
Arthlet has everything well in hand, child. Despite your intentions, you would only hinder our efforts.
My father's never been what I'd call...
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two. Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
Once it's ready, I'll test the...
You have the sacred oil? Add it to the cauldron. Yes, a perfect fusion. It's ready to be tested. Come, let's talk. Is complete. Before we produce enough to distribute to the people of Western Skyrim, we need to test it. I'm confident of my work, but we're dealing in Blackreach might help. You heard that Exarch Ulfra was testing Harrowstorm rituals in a place called the Undergrove. We'll go there and let Lyris drink. During my explorations of Blackreach, I came across an ancient burial site, a place called the Midnight Barrow. This Undergrove must be inside those steps into the storm. From what I could tell, the Midnight Barrow sank into Blackreach in the distant past. Somewhere in its chambers, we'll find the end of the cavern. We'll meet you there. We're going to find an active Harrowstorm in the Undergrove, or I'm going to attempt to replicate one in there. Then Lyris drinks the elixir, but it's also our best chance to counter the Harrowstorms and fight back against the Grey Host. Either Lyris comes through fine, or she transforms into a Harrowed.
You and Fen stay put until we clear a path to the Undergrove.
Fine. Just don't take all day.
Liam, let's get on with it.
I saw my ancestors' remains in my dreams, but I only know roughly where they are.
Don't you love me, Hagridin? Do you want to see me grow old, wither, and...
Listen to yourself, Esinia. Even one life is too many. I can't make that kind of sacrifice, not even for you.
Sacrifice? Just what was...
That's the wrong way. If you have something else more important to do, fine. I'll just wait here.
You thought no one would find out, that none of us would survive. One is enough to expose your trail pinned in your hand and stained in our
was his
blood.
crime? Sending his soldiers into a trap? I'm not dreaming, right? That was always a mystery to me.
This must be the place. I'll go back and get...
We're here.
The
You cleared the way. From this point on, we stay together. And that's an order.
Yes.
Let's go inside and get this over with. In addition to supposed...
Where they're experimenting with the Harrow Storms.
You honor me with your presence, my king.
Grey Host, Stay quiet and...
This Harrow storm must be the biggest we have ever wrought, my sister-in-arms.
Is everything in place?
I have been assured the city is ripe for...
Rada al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra. Should we postpone the test?
In this threat right here and now.
Who dares Stingalis?
And you're about to join him.
Impudent mortal! You will pay for your crime.
Allow me the honor of spilling the blood!
Very well, sweet sister. Join me in Greymoor Keep when the task is done.
Let's...
To lead. Svanna, no!
See to Lyris, Gon, and pray your elixir works.
Killed my brother! For that, you die!
I think it worked. I stood in a Harrow storm and nothing happened. Never better. We need to create as much...
Tell me, do I have a new scar? Enough with the coddling.
You go on ahead.
Listen to your daughter, Svargrim. We need to do something.
Don't test me, Red Harn. Our enemies circle ever closer, and now even my daughter turns against me. What's next? Will my beloved... Help! I need no help! I didn't think you had it in you, daughter. You have actually surpassed my expectations, more's the pity. And I'll hear no more talk of this... The Grey Host is my true ally. Once the Harrow storm engulfs Solitude, my kingdom will endure for...
Fargrim's a vampire.
Svanna.
Not now, Lyris. I need to think about this.
Svargrim, seriously, something changed. And with solitude, not everything is as grim as it appears. We did create an elixir. That's our best chance of protecting...
My father, working with the Grey Host. How long has he been a part of this? Did he have a hand in Mother's death? And then there's the Storm. My friend, I don't know what to do. You're right. I know you're right. It's just... He's my father. We have to save the city. That's what...
They've taken it! By the gods, it's fallen!
Fallen?
Captured the temple and the Tower of the Wolf! We're locked out!
Then the sacred oil.
Damn it all! I need to get down there!
Follow him!
What?
We're done. The Grey Host has found a foothold. Now the city is lost.
Not yet, it isn't. On your feet, Sorthane.
Svana, I apologize for that display. Tell the princess... Tell her it won't happen again. Nothing...
That's unacceptable, Storm.
Princess, we've kept watch. There aren't any witch pikes around the city.
Then you missed something. They needed the witch pikes for every other hero...
Must have gained access to the temple from beneath the city.
They could easily hide the witch pikes underneath our feet.
We know the Grey Host has been using Blackreach to clandestinely move around Western.
If the witch pikes are there, we'll destroy them.
Yorin sent me with... one step.
My father.
Never expected to be in the thick of things like this. I have to say, you're absolutely...
Wolf attacks? Ghosts? Breachman raids? I'm getting out of this town.
And unless I miss my guess. It's directly under Solitude. That's a good... Nice of you to join us.
We run into trouble? Throw one...
And find the ritual site. We need to disrupt it.
Split up? I suppose that makes sense. I'll go with our friend here. Hello. This looks important. Svanna, I think this entire tower functions as a witch pike.
What? Fen, how is that even possible?
The energy!
Pain is part of the process, Svargrim.
You and Fen take these stairs. Svanna and I...
Just like the storm they planned to unleash on the city.
And so the thorns arrive once more to prick my thumbs.
A barrier.
And Rada al-Saran?
Svargrim rises, and the Harrow Storm with him. Once the attunement is finished, they will be unstoppable.
With Svargrim, giving him control of the Harrow Storm.
Then you must undo it. I'll stay in...
Rada al-Saran.
Leaders, you and our friend keep going up and find my father.
They're waking up. Get ready to fight. A dead end? Damn!
We weren't able to stop the attunement spell. It's just getting stronger.
A tower.
Protect Fen!
That tower! It must lead to the upper levels. I need time to get that door open.
Everyone, protect Ben! Good job. Through the door and to the upper levels now. Hurry!
The whole keep. The shaking is getting worse.
The attunement is
Magic!
complete.
Give me something to hit!
You and Greymoor
It's Alceron.
are one.
Attunement is almost complete.
I leave the harrowing of solitude to you. Remember your rule.
Rada Alceron is leaving. Why? So high up, but so high up, far beneath the ground. Far beneath the ground.
Oh my.
What is it now, Fen?
Oh, nothing. Just don't look down. These tunnels look freshly dug. The Grey Host. Harrow Fiends. Is that what became of the herald Svargrim brought to Castle Dower?
Princess Lana!
It's begun.
Look, above the Tower of the Wolf. The storm's only partially formed.
My father.
If they escape into the streets.
You and I will keep that from happening. Take the princess and deal with Svargrim, partner.
Yes. It's the only option.
Behind us!
The Harrow Fiends! They've broken loose!
I'm with you, my friend. Up the stairs.
Come to bear witness to my ascension, Rada Alceron. Behold!
All in Skyrim. Your ambition, your greed. Look what it led to.
Well?
My father betrayed everything to aid the Grey Host. With his death, it's done. We killed my father and ended the Herostorm. The city still stands. Skyrim still stands. Although the Tower of the... My father was the High King of Western Skyrim. I always thought he had the best interests of our holds and our people in his heart. But there was a darkness there. Jealousy. For Svargrim, yes, I think it was. As for Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, I am not entirely sure what they're after. Enough of this. Would have been lost without you. Then rest. Check on our friends. Injuries must be tended to, buildings repaired. Other wounds? The Grey Host were planning? I think the worst is behind us as far as Western Skyrim is concerned. No. Oh. Gods, I... Thank you. Gods, I hope so.
Tell me truthfully, Lyris. How much of this blood is mine?
Not enough to be worried about.
You did for the clouds.
Almost didn't.
Remember their names.
Here just yet. We saw the storm break, but we heard nothing since you departed from Blackreach. We were...
Not the Grey Host! The Skald King with an army from the
Why
east!
couldn't the dwarf's infernal contraptions vanish along...
Could make use of it!
Another day, another infernal Herostorm.
Partner, could really use your knack for diplomacy right now. Speak to the Skull King before we start a war.
Sure, shame me.
We have no need of help that involves welcoming your soldiers within our walls.
My walls, Jarl. My father may have been willing to... Skald King. I'm going to... Fen is with old Mjolnir at the main. I'm going to...
Split some skulls for me. A rare thing to find an elf with the makings of a clever woman.
Despite what my kin might proclaim, it's not all in the blood. Ah, good.
What do you want?
Before we began, tell me you've got good news. I'll feel a lot better delivering a speech. Not the best news, but I'll take it. Sing dirges for the dead or celebrate the living. Thing I'd like... Sons and daughters of Skyrim, we have the honor today of remembering the dead.
Honor!
Our trials were fierce, but we are still here.
We stand and we remain!
Now, we raise our voice to tell the world that the Nords are still here! We are still standing!
The fallen now march home to Hallow and Brawls. Let sound the horns, let peal the bells, let loose the ancient hymn. We will remain until time ends, we children.
What is that terrible smell?